In the village of Akwete, there was a saying the elders often repeated: a man who splits his life in two will one day be whole, only in shame. People said this long before Kunle returned home. Kunle had left the village many years earlier, chasing the promise of greener lands. When he finally came back, he did not come empty-handed. He arrived in a fine car, wearing clothes that smelled of airports and foreign weather. He spoke with confidence. He laughed loudly. The village welcomed him. They did not know that in another country far across the sea, Kunle already had a wife and children who called him daddy. Kunle said he had come home to settle down properly. He was introduced to Adeshola, a good girl from the village. Everyone agreed she was the right kind of woman: respectful, hardworking, soft-spoken, the type elders nodded approvingly at. Adeshola asked questions. "Are you married?" Kunle smiled easily. "No." "Do you have children?" He shook his head. "None." The lies came smoothly. Too smoothly. The elders blessed the union. The drums were beaten. Palm wine was poured. Kunle married Adeshola under the open sky of his ancestors. For a while, the lie held. Kunle traveled often. He said it was business. Money came in. Gifts arrived. Adeshola was grateful. But something felt wrong. Kunle guarded his phone like a secret. He stepped outside to answer calls. He spoke in hushed tones late at night, using words Adeshola did not understand. When she asked, he said, "Work." In the village, they said a woman knows when the ground beneath her marriage is shifting. Years passed and children came, and with each child, Kunle's life grew heavier. Because in the other country, his foreign wife was asking questions too. Why was he away so often? Why were transfers irregular? Why did he avoid video calls when the children were awake? Kunle lived between time zones and lies, always explaining, always hiding. He believed he was clever. Trouble come quietly. One afternoon, a visitor arrived in Akwete, a woman with tired eyes and children who looked exactly like Kunle. She had followed a trail of documents, old emails, shared accounts. The village gathered without meaning to. Adeshola stood frozen as the truth spilled out in broken sentences and tears. There was no shouting at first, only silence, the kind that settles into your bones. Kunle tried to speak. He tried to explain.